So I wanted to speak about something that I keep coming across, particularly on social media, um, when I'm campaigning and speaking about my own story, but also I've seen it on a lot of other people's posts, and when they're speaking out about their experiences or their campaign work, um, and it's something that people seem to get really defensive. So my campaigning is regarding women's rights and changing the system for domestic abuse victims. And there's a lot of both men and women kind of jump on people's posts and start saying negative things, saying they're not going to back it because it doesn't include men, or it doesn't include certain other aspects that they believe that it should. Firstly, I would like to say that, of course, I recognise that domestic abuse affects men as well. I recognise that domestic abuse affects women, men, children. It affects people of all different races, religions, and all ages. I am female and my ex-partner was male, and I lead with my story and my experiences because that's what I have to go by, and that lived experience that I use to raise awareness, to get my story out there, and to campaign to help others for the greater good and for future generations, hopefully. I've seen this also with race issues, with religion issues, issues surrounding gay relationships, trans, and all sorts of stuff. I'm not sure when, as a society, we became so self-absorbed that we can't support somebody who is speaking out about an injustice or abuse or their story and their experiences, and not approach it with compassion and empathy, that we automatically become defensive because it doesn't include us or our race or our gender or our ethnicity. When did we lose that kind of humanity, that when another person is brave enough to speak out about their experience and tell their story, and also use their experiences to raise awareness or to help change things for the greater good, why can we not support it just because it doesn't relate to us directly? Why, if you're a man, would you not support women who have been abused and children that have been abused just because it may or may not include men directly? Why would you not, if you're white, support a black person if they've faced injustices within the system? Why would you not try and understand the injustices that gay people may face just because you're not gay? And we can go on and on and on. I find it really sad, and I find it that there's a lack of, we've lost some kind of humanity within us when we can't stand up for somebody else and support somebody else just because it's not about us. If I saw a campaign or somebody speaking out about male violence, about domestic violence against men, then I would support it, of course. I would never be that inhumane to not support somebody else's story and the effects that it may have and somebody else's suffering. So I'd just like to say that for everybody, before you start typing or speaking in a defensive way, take a step back and think, and just remember to always lead with kindness, especially if it is somebody who is speaking out about abuse or their injustices that they have witnessed or survived or experienced. Just lead with kindness. Thank you.